Hello, everyone. Welcome to, I think this is number 4 now, our Panini Mosaic UEFA Euro case break. Let's get into it. Hey, passionate. Good luck. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. Camera was frozen. Sorry about that. Let's get into it. I'll just go a little quicker through the base cards because there's so many. Latonda, Potence, Digne, Quaison, Todd, Fabianski, Lovren, Dykes, Wynn, Cavechi, Bessie. Here is a silver of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, so a hyper. We have a silver of Luke de Jong, who is an absolute meme at Barca, Zinchenko, and an Arnautovic. Chatsov, Bergvine, Foden, Ronaldo, Fuller, VVD, Doku, Cornelius, Gregus, Salazar, Job. Here is a Larson. We have a Livakovic. This is red, it's unnumbered. Pitchmasters Larson and Pitchmasters Prism Pandev. Kiefer Moore, Trincao, Lloris, Olsen, Brandt, Walkowitz, Barasic, McKenna, Larson, Mulder, Orban. Here is a Marcus Thuram. We have a Silver Gravich, Veltman, and a Duris. Keratin, Gravenberch, Saka, Olmo, Baku, Sommer, Skriniar, Sori, Sabitzer, Barty, Patterson. We have a Schaub. Here is a Langlet, who doesn't really play for Barca at the moment. He's not good enough to start over Eric Garcia. And then we have a Ginter and Harry Maguire. Prefer not to speak on Gladhead. Pellegrini, Bale, Rabiot, Ekdal, Bastoni, Euronin, Under, Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, Kufal. Here is a Donnarumma. We have Valjean, Silver, Pekarik, and a Mendy Montage Prism. Michelenko, Klassen, DCL, Traore, Thuram, Kulusevski, Bersharin, Galerme, Kral, Seeger, Dendonka. This is a Barasic, a Yarmochuk Silver, Tufan, and an Emre Can Prism. Roberts, Jota, Linglet, Augustinson, Koch, Yozwak, Velasic, Robertson, Dolberg, Yoxlu, Sazlai. Here's a Davy Klassen, Silver. We have a Tyler Roberts, unnumbered there. We have a Julian Jaxler and an Adam Lang. Yarmochuk, De Jong, Mount, Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Mallon, Denier, Chesney, Hamsich, Nagy, Tielemans. Here is a Scott McKenna. We have a Fernandez, number 299. Nice hit there for the Fernandez spot. Toby Alderweireld and Busquets. Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Tammy, Pau Torres, Goretzka, Vargas, Frazier, Force, Schlager, Dennis Pratt. We have our first autograph of Alvaro Morata. He I remember, I don't think his Euros with Spain was terribly great. I remember a lot of big misses from him. Walkowitz, Robert Taylor, Vidra, and Fuka. Moise Keane, João Felix, Lucas Hernandez, Isaac, Donnarumma, Ribas, Visalic, Fleck, Eriksson, Selick, Elmaz. Here is Michelenko. We have a Gunuk, unnumbered, a Schlager, and a Rostevsky. That is the first box. Box number 2. We have Foden, Ronaldo, Fruler, VVD, Kiefer Moore, Trincao, Barasic, McKenna, Larson, Mulder. Our autograph is in the first pack this time. None other than Jack Grealish, who ended up getting a big money move to Man City, where he honestly hasn't really done much for me, but he's a good player. Chesney, Petkovic, Raheem Sterling, and Emerson. Floris, Olsen, Brandt, Alvedi, Ake, Orban, Discaya, Sista, Horstovsky, Gulashi, Islanker, Gareth Bale. We have a red prism of Gulashi, Kovacevic, and Mateo Kovacic, and Danilo Pereira. Pickford, Sancho, Thiago, Cruz, Mbolo, Chiesa, Szymanski, Petkovic, McLean, Dalsgaard, Ganuk. Here is a Hamsik, a Mark Silver, Thuram, Harry Wilson, and we have a Baldedge International Man of Mystery. Mason Mount, Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Matanda, Potence, Lovren, Dykes, Wynn, Kavachi, Bessie. Here is a Jason Denier. We have a Davy Klaassen, Insigne, and Pavard. Luka Dean, Quaison, Jonathan Taub, Piatov, Bergvine, Cornelius, Gregus, Salzburg, Schaub, Balkowitz, Summer, Traore, Forsberg, and a Andy Robertson. Frankie de Jong, Mount, Fatih, Werner, Mbabu, Immobile, Piatek, Bercal, Fernandez, Maris, Eliovsky. Here's a Tielemans. We have ourselves a Islanker, Red Prism, Tossin, and a 20 Cruz. Brooks, Diaz, Camavinga, Locatelli, Malinovsky, KDB, Kravayev, Dokal, Lubokta, Camara, Baumgartner, Bastoni, a McLean, Carvalho, and that was a Victor Klaassen. Impadu, Silva, Upamecano, Regulon, Schultz, Livakovic, Saviv, Masputs, Valshen, Taylor, Gribich. This is a Rabiot. We have a DCL. Unnumbered. We have a Sergio Ramos and a Trent. 2 people who didn't end up playing in the Euros. Trent through injury. Ramos also. I think he just didn't go because personal, like he wanted to improve his fitness in the summer. Patricio, Grealish, Rodri, Kai Havertz, Fernandez, Zaniolo, Lua, Brozovic, McBurney, Zanka, Volkovsky. Here is a Nagy. We have something interesting here. Here is a pink Baumgartner. This is numbered to 49. Nice hit for the Baumgartner spot. Antoine Griezmann and a Ted McKeer. Last pack of the second box. Nico Williams, Cancelo, Mbappe, Oyarzabal, Tiskikov, Hazard, Zobnin, Yankto, Rodak, Schuler, Lehner. Here's an Ekdal, a Kulusevski, Jan Vertonghen, and a Gregus. Sorry, Burgess. Box number 3. João Cancelo, Mbappe, Oyarzabal, Tiskinkov, De Jong, Bricala, Fernandez, Maris, Ilyovsky, KDB, Kravayev, Tyler Roberts. This is a Bakayev, unnumbered, Kovacic, and a Granit Xhaka. Greenwood, Fati, Werner, Mbabu, Immobile, Brooks, Ducal, Lubokta, Camaro, Baumgartner, Rostovsky. We have a McBurney. Here's a silver, Mason Greenwood, Danilo Pereira, and a Harry Wilson. Ruben Diaz, Camavinga, Locatelli, Malinovsky, Hatapor, Pasalic, Oblikov, Lod, Demiral, Dichemevsky, Boyata, Jota. This is a nice hit here. We have a red Mbappe, unnumbered, just a red prism. Sergio Ramos and an N'Golo Kante. Andre Silva, Upamecano, Regulon, Schultz, Patricio, McBurney, Zenka, Velkovsky, Eden Hazard, Zobnin, Yanko, Kulusevski, Frankie de Jong, Pavard, and Emil Forsberg. Jack Grealish, Rodri, Kai Havertz, Fernandez, Zaniolo, Neko Williams, Rodak, Schuler, Lehner, Piatek. We have a autograph here of James Ward-Prowse. Yes, Southampton midfielder, free kick specialist, or set piece specialist, Brozovic, Selic, Raheem Sterling, and Burak Yilmaz. Declan Rice, Moreno, Kimmich, Sao, Di Lorenzo, Dan James, Callas, Skriniar, Sori, Sabitzer, Bardi, Zenka. Here is a silver of Elmas. We have a Pitchmasters, Griezmann, and a Ben Davies. Neves, Olsen, Tonali, Keratin, Gravenberch, Patterson, Euronin, Under, Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, Lenglet, Ansu, Silver, Ted McKeer, and a Jan Vertonghen. Bukayo Saka, Olmo, Baku, Jan Sommer, Pellegrini, Bale, Kufal, Frazier, Force, Schlager, Pratt, Vilkovsky. Here's a red prism of Kufal, Tossin, and Kieran Tierney. Pack did not open nicely. Rabiot, Ekdal, Bastoni, Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Ribas, Visalic, Fleck, Eriksson, Selic, Elmaz, Augustinson, Verscharen, Carvalho, and a Pitchmasters Koke. Tammy Abraham, Pau Torres, Goretzka, Vargas, Moise Keane, Joe Felix, Verscharen, Guilherme Seeger, Dendonka, Eden Hazard. Here they are a Yarzabal, just a red prism, Victor Klassen, and Stuart Armstrong. This is box number 4. Bricalo, Fernandez, Mares, Ilyovsky, KDB, Dan James, Neves, Olsen, Tonali, Keratin. Here's a Ganuk. We have a silver Isaac, who's playing really well for Sociedad right now. I think they're top of the league. Julian Draxler and Ianov. Dokal, Lubokta, Kamara, Boomgartner, Rostovsky, Gravenberch, Saka, Olmo, Baku, Summer, Pellegrini. This is a Rodri. We have a Luka Dean, red prism. Toby Alderweireld, Pitchmasters, and a Leroy Sané. Verscharen, Guilherme, Kraus, Seeger, Dendonka, Yarmachuk, Luke de Jong, Mason Mount, Fabian Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Zaniolo, KDB, Sparv, and a Ozdiov. Yozwak, Visalic, Robertson, Dolberg, Yoxlu, Suzlai, Matanda, Potence, Dean, Quaison. We have a autograph here of William Carvalho. Valjean, Kravayev, Rostovsky, and a Nagy. Denier, Chesney, Hamsich, Nagy, Tielemans, Top, Piatov, Bergvine, Foden, Ronaldo, Fuller, Neko Williams, a Marcel Brozovic, Red Prism, Tielemans, who's having a smashing season, and a Memdi. I really like Tielemans. I think he's a great player. Scored some bangers this season. Kufal, Frazier, Force, Schlager, Pratt, Klassen, DCL, Traore, Thuram, Kulusevski. Here's our case hit. It is a stained glass of Marek Hamšík. I remember when he was at Napoli. I think he plays in the Chinese league now. Nice hit for the Hamšík spot. Fernandez, Eliovsky, Duras, and a David De Gea. Ribas, Visalic, Fleck, Eriksson, Selleck, Elmas, Tyler Roberts, Jota, Lenglet, Augustinson, Koch. Here's a Massapust. We have a Jonathan Tah Prism. Kjaer. Great player, and it was amazing what he did on the pitch for Eriksson and Stepenko. John. Salic, Laud, Demiral, Dichemevsky, Boyata, Oblakov, Bale, Rabiot, Ekdal, Bastoni, Zubkov. We have a Livakovic. This is a Davy Klaassen. This is number 299. Nice hit for the Davy Klaassen spot. A Busquets and a Zinchenko. Chalas, Skriniar, Sori, Sabitzer, Barty, Van Aanholt, Tammy Abraham, Pau Torres, Goretzka, Vargas, Keane, Kai Havertz, Donnarumma, Larson, and a Wayne Hennessy from Wales, I believe. Patterson, Euronin, Under, Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, João Felix, Lucas Hernandez, Isaac, Donnarumma, Michelenko, a Daviv. Here's a red prism of Lewandowski, Veltman, and a Harry Kane. Let's get into the next box here. Doku, Cornelius, Gregus, Salzai, Show, Volkovitz, VVD, Kiefer Moore, Trincao, Loris, Olsen, another Hamšík, a Federico Chiesa, Danilo Pereira, and a Kovacic. Beresic, McKenna, Larson, Mulder, Orban, Brandt, Elvedi, Ake, Pickford, Sancho, Thiago. Here's a Dan James. We have a Hugo Lloris, Harry Wilson, and a Sergio Ramos. Dizkaya, Sisto, Herstovsky, Glacia, Slanker, Szymanski, Cruz, Mbolo, Chiesa, Ampadu, Silva, Nagy. This is another Hamšík. This time we have a Hamšík out of 49. Wow, been a great break for the Hamšík spot. Griezmann and Danilo Pereira. Great break for the hamstring spot. You got the case hit, and you got a nice Prism out of 49. Ironin, Under, Ademi, Chadli, Bakayev, Zubkov, and Anhel, Tammy Abraham, Pau-Torres, Goretzka, Moreno, Mbolo, Arnautovic, and Højbjerg. Lufal, Fraser, Force, Schlager, Pratt, Ribas, Keane, Felix Fernandez, Isaac Donnarumma, Sazalai, another Yuri Tielemans, Pandev, and Lorenzo Insigne. Vasalic, Fleck, Eriksson, Selleck, Elmaz, Michelenko, Klassen, DCL, Traore, Thuram, Klosevsky, Kimmich, Ademi, Højbjerg, and Lorenzo Insigne. Risharin, Guilherme, Kral, Seeger, Dendonka, Yoswak, Roberts, Jota, Linglet, Ogdenson, Koch, Denier, Jordan Pickford, Benjamin Pavard, and a Prism Benjamin Pavard. Vasalic, Robertson, Kasper Dolberg, Yoxlu, Sezla, Yarmachuk, De Jong, Mount, Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Sao. Here's a silver of Nazar Chadli. We have a Sergio Ramos Prism and a Forsberg Prism International Man of Mystery. Denier, Szczesny, Hamsich, Nagy, Tielemans, Fabianski, Matonda, Potens, Digne. Here's an autograph, this time of a legend, Luis Figo. Nice hit for the Figo spot. Real Madrid, and I guess you could say Barcelona legend. Szczesny, Bakayev, Forsberg, Sterling. He was the Perez put the offer on the napkin restaurant, and then the pig's head, right? I think that's when they see the pig's head on the pitch. Lovren, Dykes, Vind, Kaveci, Bessie, Ta, Pietov, Bergvine, Foden, Ronaldo, Fuller, Di Lorenzo. Here's a Fabianski Prism, Kovacic, and Raheem Sterling. You think the Ramos is number 25? I could have missed that. Let me see. If I did, let me go back, pull it up. Hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second. No, it wasn't. I'm looking at the montage. The Ramos montage you're talking about? No, it was not out of 25. Unless I missed it. But we'll go over it in the recap, and then if it is in packing, it will be sleeved and top loaded. Like all the numbered hits. So anything numbered, like I usually just sometimes we get emails about this after. Anything numbered will be sleeved and top loaded. And also in this case, like the stained glasses, like the case hit parallels obviously aren't numbered, but our case hit that's obviously top loaded. Anything like that will be individually sleeved and top loaded. Ekdal, Bastoni, Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Tammy Abraham, Schlager, Pratt, Ribas, Vasalic, Fleck, Eriksson. We have a Kimmich here, Lucas Hernandez Silver, a Yilmaz, and a Rostovsky. See anything? No, it's just the base one. I just looked through the pile, but in case I missed it. Thanks for pointing out, though. It's hard to tell. Like they have a red prism. They have a red prism that's unnumbered, and they have the same thing that's also a red prism that is numbered. So I check the backs of the cards just to make sure we don't miss anything. It's really annoying. So Sharon, we have a Mulder, Koke, and a Nagy Pitchmasters prism. Ansu, Werner, Mbabu, Immobile, Brooks, Diaz, Kravayev, Doku, Lubokta. We have a autograph of Serge Gnabry. Nice hit there for the Gnabry spot. Bayern have been off to. I think Bayern they just got smashed, but in the diff in the Pokal, I think. But they'll probably still win the Champions League. David De Gea, Wales auto needed. Who did the Wales auto? Is there a Bale autograph in here? Who can you get from Wales? Maybe Bale, I'm not sure. And Neco Williams, maybe? Who are the Wales players that have autographs? Like, who would you be looking for? Lasau, Vizcaya, Romagnoli, Robertson. Neco and Ramsey, yeah. Rodri, Havertz. John Fleck, we have, John Fleck, we have a Moise Keane, unnumbered, Paul Pogba, and Delaney. I honestly totally forgot Aaron Ramsey existed. Since he left Arsenal and went to Juve, I completely forgot he existed as a player. Mbappe, Oyarzabal, Tiskinkov, De Jong, Greenwood, Piatek, Bricalo, Fernandez, Maris, Eliovsky, KDB, Hatabor, Mulder, McGinn, and Duras. Everyone used to rate Ramsey so high. Oh, he's such a great player, whatever. And then completely died. Like, completely. Camavinga, Locatelli, Malinovsky, Hatabor, Rice, Baumgartner, Rostovsky, Psalic, Laud, Demiral, Dichemevsky. Here's a Declan Rice, a Larson, Moutinho, and De Vrij. Moreno, Kimmich, Sao, De Lorenzo, Dan James, Neves, Boyato, Oblakov, Callis, Grenier. We have Selic, João Felix, Granit Xhaka, and a Kjaer. Olsen, Tonali, Keratin, Gravenberch, Saka, Sabitzer, Bardi, Patterson, Euronen, Under, Ademi, Moreno. Here is a red prism of João Felix. Conte and Spar. But I also rate João Felix pretty high. Seems like a really good player. The only problem is Simeone plays anti-football. So, like, I mean, I think it very much limits, like, what we can see from Felix. But it seems like a really good player. I just think you would look way better in a system that wasn't Simeone's Park the Bus. Olmo, Baku, Pellegrini, Summer, Bale, Rabiot, Chadley, Kufal, Frazier, Force. Here's an Elmas. We have something pink here. Wow, this is a nice hit. Here is a pink Mason Mount out of 49. Nice hit there for the Mason Mount spot. Ben Davies and a Kieran Tierney. Box number 7 here. Dan James, Neves, Olsen, Tonali, Keratin, Gravenberch, Law, Demiral, Tichemevsky, Boyata, Oblakov, Andy Robertson. Here is a Dennis Pratt. This is out of 99. Nice hit to the Dennis Pratt spot. David De Gea and a Pederik. Neco Williams, Cancelo, Mbappe, Oyarzabal, Tiskinkov, Frankie de Jong, Zanka, Vilkovsky, Eden Hazard, Zobnin. We have a redemption here. Here's congratulations to the Jordan Henderson spot. You will receive a redemption for a Euro autograph Mosaic Jordan Henderson. Nice hit. Jozwak, Orban, Toby Alderweireld, and Sergio Busquets. Gareth Bale, Rabiot, Ekdal, Bastoni, Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Euronen, Under, Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, Dolberg. Here's a Jason Denier. Sparv, and Rostovsky. Brooks, Diaz, Camavinga, Locatelli, Malinovsky, Hatibor, Fernandez, Merit, Eliovsky, KDB, Kravayev, Vesalic. Here's a Gareth Bale. Oh, Jordy. Wow, it's been a while. Gareth Bale. You're a Newcastle fan, I'm pretty sure, too. From what I remember. So congratulations on the takeover. You're now owned by the Saudis. Gareth Bale. Nice hit there for, I'm pretty sure, Passionate About Legends. Will be happy about Gareth Bale there. A Larson Pitchmasters, and a Harry Maguire. Declan Rice, Moreno, Kimmich, Sao, Di Lorenzo, Dockow, Lubokta, Kamara, Baumgartner, Rostovsky, Psalic. Here's an Immobile, an Olsen, Veltman, and a Duras. Jack Grealish, Rodri, Kai Havertz, Fernandez, Zaniolo, Valjean, Taylor, Gribich, Lewandowski, Brozovic, McBurney, Werner, Mulder, Silver, Draxler, and Kovacic. Saka, Olmo, Baku, Sommer, Pellegrini, Callis, Skriniar, Sori, Sabitzer, Barty, Patterson, Ruben Diaz, Rabiot, Kjaer, and a Vidra. Greenwood, Fati, Werner, Mbabu, Immobile, Yankto, Rodak, Schuler, Lehner, Piatek, Berkalo. Here's an Mbabu. We have a Sazalai, Red Prism, Zinchenko, and a Ginter. Tammy, Torres, Goretzka, Vargas, Keane, Kufal, Frazier, Force, Schlager, Seeger, Pratt, Brooks, Dizkaya, Nagy, and a Schlager Pitchmasters. We actually have a regular Panini Prism Prem break up right now, Jordy. So not H2, but a regular hobby case of Panini Prism we have up right now. I think the break ends in 3 or 4 days. João Felix, Lucas Hernandez, Isaac, Donnarumma, Michelenko, Klassen, Uribes, Vesalic, Fleck, Eriksson, Selick, Yoxlu, Tonali, Tielemans, and Rostovsky. Moore, Trincao, Lloris, Olsen, Brent, Alvedi, Garegas, Salpazai, Shob, Volkovitz, Barasic, Abessi, Goretzka, Lorenzo Insigne, and a Delaney. De Jong, Mount, Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Dolberg, Yoxlu, Suzlai, Denier, Chesney, Hamsich. Here is a Ruben Neves, a Pau Torres, Adam Lang, and Tielemans. What your thoughts on the takeover? So funny, Chelsea and City crying about it. So, I mean, I'm like all over the place on this. So, basically, I would say, for Newcastle fans, I'm like pretty happy for them. I forget his the current owner sucked. No investment. Here's an autograph of Aiton. Nice hit there. No investment. Like the whole situation sucked. You guys were struggling for relegation. So from the shit manager, Steve Bruce sucks. So from the perspective of the fans, I'm happy for you guys. It'll be great. Assuming they're going to invest what we all think they will. You'll be, I think, a Champions League team, like a top 4 team, in maybe 5 years from now. I think 4 or 5 years from now. City has no reason to be crying because they are less than Newcastle was when City was taken over. They weren't even a team. They were I think they just got relegated. They were bottom of the Prem when they were originally taken over. So they have absolutely no history or heritage. Newcastle at one point was very good when Shearer was winning the league. When you had Shearer and you were winning the league, you were a team with history. So it's not the same. Chelsea had history too. I don't know why they should be crying. Abramovich might as well be a Saudi. But here's a Jan Summer red. But I think in terms of the league, I think it'll just push you guys into the top 4 and someone out. I mean, honestly, United has the money to compete with pretty much any like corpo billionaire, but they just have stupid management and stupid owners. So if anyone was to fall out in the near future, it would be United. But like, I only think you guys will be relevant in a couple of years. You got to focus on not getting relegated this year. Probably gonna have to spend some money in January. That's pretty much my thoughts. Happy for the fans. I think for the league, it'll just create more rivalry. It'll push someone out. Ampadu, Silva, Upamecano, Regulon, Hrostovsky, Gulashi, Slanker, Szymanski, Petkovic, Doku, Dalsgaard, Raheem Sterling, John McGinn. Schultz, and these guys are richer than these. The Saudi investment fund is richer than every other like oil billionaire combined. Daviv, Massapus, Keratin, Vargas. Yeah, I would say I'm above average. Like I like no like I could talk like if you didn't hear my accent, you would have no idea. I wasn't British. Prison break finishes. It's a longer break. It's that there's a lot of spots in that. So it probably starts at like 10 or 11 p.m. UK time and then goes that long. Cornelius, Dejan Lovren, Harry Wilson. Like I can already hear. You already know Pep Guardiola's on the is putting on a brave face, but in a couple years, he already said he's leaving City in a couple years. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find Guardiola at Newcastle, because he's never going to go to a team that doesn't have an absolute fortune to spend on players to play his stupid wannabe tiki taka. No striker. Pep Guardiola doesn't use any strikers, only center forwards. So you can tell they need one now. Sabitzer, Bardi, Patterson, Uronen, Under, Roberts, Jota, Linglet, Augustinson, Koch, Yarmachuk, Ahatabor. Here's a Sisto, Munir, Ianov, and Tufan. Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, Kufal, Fraser, Force, DeYoung, Mount, Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Dolberg, Bastoni, and Leroy Sané. Like the links that the current people that Newcastle are linked with is honestly hilarious. Like Coutinho, like that, like he's just dead. Like you're linked like Hazard. I think he's dead. Like it's gonna like you're honestly just doing those clubs favors. You're doing Barca a favor taking those wages off of Barca. Here we go. Passionate about legends. You have a Neco Williams red prism. EST. So it's like it's 140 right here, Jordy. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Standard Time. A Hennessy, another Wales player, and Julian Draxler. Eriksson, Selick, Elmas, Versharin, Guilherme, Kral, Bergvine, Foden, Ronaldo, Fruler, VVD, Yoxlu. Here we have a pink prism of Kavachi from out of 25. Nice hit there. Harry Kane and Stepanenko. Yeah, 5 hours. Change on Saturday. You guys change earlier than us, Jordy. Our clocks change in only I think a couple weeks. I know the UK changes way earlier. I used to have that problem when I played FIFA because content would come out at 6 p.m. UK, but then when you guys changed, it was 5 p.m. UK for like 2 weeks. Zenka, James, Neves, Olsen, Tonali, Keratin, Gravenberch, Camavinga, Rabio, Cruz, and Baumgartner. Volkovsky, Hazard, Zobnin, Yankto, Rodak, Schuler, Saka, Olmo, Baku, Summer, Pellegrini. Here's a Yoswak, a Diskaya, a Arjuri, and a Pekarik. Perfect, Jordy. Lehner, Piatek, Bricala, Fernandez, Maris, Bale, Rabio, Ekdal, Bastoni, Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Locatelli, Sisto, Suchek, and a Vidra. My first signing would be Connor Cody. Our friendly is good enough to stay up. There's a few people like I see Connor Cody, James Tarkowski. Like, I see you guys linked with a lot of players like that. I think Coutinho would be stupid. Hazard, I don't know. Like, he hasn't really played for Madrid. Like, he's played like probably like 20 games in 3 seasons at Madrid. That's what was his Zaniolo prism. So I think that he's honestly would be a poor signing too. You're just doing favors to both those clubs, taking Coutinho's wages off of Barca and getting Madrid off of getting Hazard off Madrid. If I were you guys, like, see, that's the thing. Like, you guys can't, like, people, like, are under some, like, delusion that you can just go out and sign Erling Haaland right now. Like, financially, you could, but, like, you're not going to be able to attract those players in 18th, even if you get them on the project. You're going to need to, like, gradually have to buy players that get you into, like, 6th place. Like, your target next season should be, like, 10th or 6th, something like that. Then, after 10th, then 6th, and after 6th, try and crack into the top 4. Like, you're not going to be able to just sign Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, and Jules Koundé right now. Yeah, they're absolute. Well, before they left the Prem, they weren't, but now they're absolute hospital cases. If you want one of those, I have one to sell you. His name's Matip. Boyata, Oblakov, Kalis, Skriniar, Sori, Calvert-Lewin, Traore, Thuram, Kulusevski. Wow, this is a nice hit here. We have a Ansu Fati autograph. Nice hit for Fati. Robertson, Hrostovsky, Jorginho, Ristevsky. 100% absolute. Yeah, 100%. You also more importantly, I think United have proved this in recent times. You can have the best team ever. If you have a shitty manager, you're screwed. It's like you gotta lock someone down who's really good. I don't know if like you'd go after Antonio Conte if he wanted to go, or like I saw you guys linked with Jared at one point. So like maybe he leaves Rangers. He seems like he's a good manager, somebody to build a team with. You gotta lock down a top manager. Like the Peps and stuff probably will come, but I think more in like 4 or 5 years' time. A Yozwak, a Diskaya, Krakowiak, Jorginho. Cancelo, Mbappe, Oyarzabal, Tiskinkov, Frankie de Jong, Rodak, Schuler, Lehner, Piatek, Bricalo, Tonali, Hrostovsky, Munier, and a De Bruyne. Eddie Howe. Like, problem is honestly I wouldn't take Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, he's been with what? Eddie Howe's been with Bournemouth, got relegated with Bournemouth. I mean, granted, Bournemouth isn't one of those teams that has a good budget, so you're always gonna be struggling, like fighting for relegation. But I don't know if I'd go for Eddie Howe. I think I'd take a chance on Gerrard more. Because he's proven with a little budget like Rangers, he can still keep his own not only in the league, but I think they do pretty well in the Europa League. Here's an Isaac Prism. Bernardovic and Suchek. Yeah, St. Maxim is good enough to keep right now, but I think even in 2 years, St. Maxim would be a bench player or out the door. Sancho, Thiago, Cruz, Mbolo, Chiesa, Mpadu, Dalsgaard, Ganuk, Livakovic, Daviv, Massapus, and Donka. Guilherme out of 99. Also, you need a good director of football. I really forget his name, but the guy who built Leipzig, what's his name? He built Leipzig. He mentored Klopp and Julian Nagelsmann. I forget his name. I think he's like the director of football for like Shakhtar right now or some Russian team. Ukrainian, something like that. I forget his name. That would be a great. I think that would be a great pickup for like a director of football. Gribich, Lewandowski, Brozovic, McBurney, Olsen, Michelenko, Lukaku, and João Moutinho. He bring Bournemouth in the league and kept him in the Prem for many years of experience. Jared won't cut the Prem. I don't know. A mixed bag on, if you will. Some managers have taken a leap up, and it seems like Jared has a great style of football. I'm saying he does pretty well in a shitty league. I think he holds his own in the Europa League too. Like, I think he'd be. I think a worst case he's equivalent to Eddie Howe. Dan James, Orban, Tony Cruz, Delaney. But you can't turn into City. Like, you obviously have the money, but it makes like it'd be stupid to turn to City where you just spend money on players that suck. 40 million for Nathan Ake, like anyone like that's just laughable. Like they bought for all the money City spent, the £1 billion Guardiola spent. I couldn't name more than three or four of those players that were actually worth their money. Donnarumma, Baumgartner, and a John McGinn. And spent 500 million on defenders. I couldn't name you more than one defender, maybe two defenders that were decent. Traore, Thuram, Kulusevski, Roberts, Jota, Lenglet, Yoxlu. So you need a good director of football to like choose what system. Are you guys gonna adopt like a Leicester / like a German system, Lucas Hernandez, Red Prism, where like you don't really spend those crazy fees, but you find those low key players, you bring them, you develop them, you turn them into £100 million stars. Like they're always have a constant flow of youth players coming in and new players coming in the club, like always. So you can always just sell somebody and get somebody new. Like what kind of system do you want to adopt? A sustainable, if you care about sustainability. I don't think you guys need to, but it'd be nice to not blow money for no reason. Yarmolenko, De Jong, Mount, Nagy, Tielemans, Fabianski, Lovren, Dykes, Vin, Di Lorenzo, Isaac, Baldej, and Paul Pogba. Fabian Ruiz, Ben Yedder, Malin, Matanda, Podence, Digne, Cavechi, Bessie, Doku, Cornelius. We have another autograph of another Spanish international by the name of Adama Traore from Wolves. Kral, Sisto, Trent, and a Burgess. Let's get to the second last box. Marcus Thuram, Kulusevski, Tyler Roberts, Jota, Lenglet, Augustinson, Baumgartner, Rostovsky, Pasalic, Lod, Demiral, Islanker. Here is a Meras. This is number 210, maybe? Number 210. Nice hit for the Meras spot. A Rodri and a Kasper Schmeichel. Baku, Sommer, Pellegrini, Bale, Rabiot, Ekdal, Lewandowski, Brozovic, McBurney, Zenka. Here is a Julian Brandt autograph. Yeah, passionate about legends. Rostovsky, Brozovic, Silva, and Carvalho. Spain, Portugal, and England. Yeah. Really won an unreal youth system. We always had good players come through. Went around the country. Yeah, Henderson, Shearer, Carrick, Gaza, Brian Robertson, Charlton Brothers, and yeah. So then, if you want that, then you're adopting more of like a German system where like they always bring in there's a constant flow of new academy products and new young players. They scout and buy, and so like then you want sort of like a German / a system that Leicester adopted. Vargas, Goretzka, Keane, Felix, Hernandez, Isaac, Lehner, Piatek, Bracalo, Mario Fernandez, Maras, Gulashi, Fernandez, Cezalai, and Klason. Watching any games this weekend? Yeah. So I support Liverpool. It's the Liverpool game. I am most definitely not missing Spurs United. I cannot miss that game. I'll be wearing my United shirt. We need United to win. We can't let Ollie get sacked for the sake of the league. That guy has to stay in his job. Torres, Gravenberch, Herdecki, and Stuart Armstrong. The Gravenberch is not numbered. So yeah, I'll be wearing even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I'll have to maybe put on a United shirt for that jersey. We need Ollie to win. And then I think those are like the two games I'll probably watch. Maybe I'll turn on. I don't know if there's any other decent ones this weekend. Chimevsky, Boyata, Oblakov, Callis, Skriniar, Sori, Goretzka, Zaniolo, Thibaut Courtois, Martial. Bastoni, Zubkov, Van Aanholt, Tammy, Pators, Volkovsky, Hazard, Zobnin, Yankto, Rodak, Schuler, Tammy Abraham, Demaral, Daley Blin, and Derrida. Ta, Pieta, Bergvine, Foden, Ronaldo, Ademi, Chadley, Bakayev, Kufal, Fraser, Force, Vargas, McBurney, Matvivenko, and Alessandro Florenzi. Fruler, VVD, Kiefer Moore, Trincao, Lloris, Olsen, Schlager, Pratt, Ribes, Vesalic, Fleck, Petkovic. Here's a Saka Prism, Eric Dyer, and Bernardo Silva. But Ricky, what games are you going to watch this weekend? Tonali, Cheriton, Gravenberch, Saka, Olmo, Livakovic, Daviv, Massipus, Valjean, Taylor, Gribich, Van Aanholt, Lewandowski, Manuel Neuer, Tossin. Got one more box here. Is that even? That's not even championship. That's is that even in the? Where is that even in the football pyramid? Is that even like fourth? Is it even fourth division? Thiago, Cruz, Mbolo, Chiesa, Mpadu, Silva, Lewandowski, Brozovic, McBurney, Zenka. We have another James Ward-Prowse autograph. McLean, Schlager. We have a Kieran Trippier and a Duras. National League North. Yeah, 2 leagues below League 2. Camavinga, Locatelli, Malinovsky, Hattabor, Declan Rice, Tichemevsky, Boyata, Oblakov, Callis, Skriniar, Sori, Isaac, Mbappe, Vizcaya, and Sparv. Moreno, Kimmich, Sau, Di Lorenzo, Dan James, Neves, Sabitzer, Barty, Patterson, Euronin, Under, Livakovic, Under, Lukaku, and Rostovsky. Rodri, Kai Havertz, honest football around the same level. Some teams in the league are full-time footballers, part-time, borderline. So it's like semi-pro. But that's not even in the top of the football pyramid. That's not even in the first. That's not, obviously it's not the Prem, it's not the Championship, it's not League 1, and it's not League 2. So it's got to be outside that, right? Yeah, I said you said 2 leagues below League 2. So would that be that's like the that's like the 6th level, right, of English football? Because I know once you get past the top 4, it's like it breaks into like different districts league. There's like the Essex League. It's like it's complicated. Oyarzabal, Diskinkov, De Jong, Greenwood, Eliovsky, De Bruyne, Krvaev, Ducal, Lubokta, Kamara, Lucas Hernandez, Fernandez, Baumgartner, and Kujar. So that's good. I'm assuming it's the 6th tier, I think. Brant, Elvedi, Ake, Pickford, Sancho, Livakovic, Deviv, Masopoulos, Valjean, Taylor, Gribich, Moise Keane, Neko Williams, Jorginho, and A. Veltman. Well, it's classified but sometimes they are full time. Okay. Fati, Werner, Mbabu, Immobile, Brooks, Diaz, Baumgartner, Rostovsky, Salic, Laud, Demiral, Ganuk, Parat, Arjuri, and Thomas Suchek. So National League. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's full country. Okay. Upamecano, Regulon, Schultz, Patricio, Grealish, Velkovsky, Hazard, Zobnin, Yankto, Rodak, Schuler, João Felix, Euronin, Trent, and Bergius. We got 2 packs left. Olsen, Tonali, Carrington, Gravenberch, Saka, Ademi, Chadley, Bakaya, Kufal, Frazier, Schlager, Donnarumma, Ribas, Krakoyak, and Thomas Mounier. But league below that level is north and south divided as some teams are apart. So yeah, that's what I was saying. There's like an Essex league and stuff like that. Because like I know from watching like hashtag United, they're in like the 9th tier of English football, and then like they were explaining like it breaks out into all these different things. So yeah, that's honestly the background I have from anything below professional, just from like those from their situation. Olmo, Baku, Sommer, Pellegrini, Bale, Rabiot, Boers, Pratt, Ribas, Visalic, Fleck, Deviv. We have a Zaniolo, unnumbered, Ionov, and Nagy. Let me do a little bit of a recap on the hits. I know there were going to be a lot of cards, so I didn't want to keep everyone here longer than they were in terms of top loading. Everything I'm showing you now will be top loaded before being packed. It will all be. Not district really, it's just split half country. Below that it's even more local. Okay. So let me do a little bit of a hit recap. All of this will be sleeping top loaded before it's sent out. So we have the Zaniolo, we have the James Ward-Prowse autograph, the Saka Prism. This we have the Julian Brandt autograph, the Miras out of 10. We have the Adama Traore, no problem. Ansu Fati autograph, the Kvechi out of 25, the Ayan, the Dennis Pratt Prism. Is it like this? The Mason Mount. We have the Serge Gnabry autograph, the Figo autograph, the Hamsik out of 50, the Klaassen. Here is the Case-It, which was the stained glass. We have the Carvalho, the James Ward-Prowse, the Mbappe, the Baumgartner, the Jack Grealish autograph, the Morata autograph, and the Fernandez. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, a lot of you will be interested in that Prem break, so stay updated with that. Sign up for the newsletter. Link to that is in the description of this video to stay updated in terms of breaks. Because we got some other ones coming up, like the Topps Chrome UEFA Sapphire we have coming, Topps Chrome UEFA Stevie Aoki. We have a bunch of soccer stuff and football coming up. Thank you for watching.